Capricorn, Healing Grasshopper, here to do your reading for February 15th to the 21st, your weekly reading. Let's see what we got. By the way, I did Valentine's Day readings for singles and couples. So there are separate videos, one for singles for all signs in one video, and then all signs couples in another video. So have a look if you're interested in love readings. Um, it's really important that you, not just for Valentine's Day, but in general, follow your, not just your sun, but your moon rising north node. Um, and Venus, if you're um, wondering about love. So Valentine's Day, absolutely, you should do the watch your Venus sign, right? But in general, for my monthlies and weeklies, um, you should do Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. Um, if you don't know what those are, you can easily Google it and get it calculated for free on several sites. Um, but I'm sure that you'll find um, that you get a broader picture of things. So look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. Capricorn readings have been getting better and better. Thank goodness. Um, we have been late to the party as we always are with catching the sun rays of uh, the new energies that have materialized that we're receiving from the astrological events lately. I'm not going to get into them, but I am going to start doing astrological events readings again, so look out for those. Um, but anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys who are not new to the channel definitely know what I'm talking about because I've been talking about it almost every reading. But those of you who are new, I think you still kind of know what I'm talking about because you've been living your life through these energies and things have not been easy for us for many, many years. And I have been promising for about 2 years now that things are going to shift for us. And it is happening. We are in the midst of the shift. But the thing is, I'm sure we're going to see a whole lot of the Knight of Pentacles, because this energy is going to call for patience. This is not a quick moving energy. Okay. So, anyway, enough rambling. Excuse me. I'm just going to drink water. Okay. So, your first card is the Sun, which is childlike wonder, enjoyment, optimism, having the sun on your face, all the good things in life that make you happy. Well, not everything, but a long list of things that can be making you happy. So, this is a week of some enjoyable things happening. So, let's see what else comes out for you. It doesn't need to be like a definite. noticeable event. It could just be a feeling that the universe is lightening up on you, you know, like, oh, thank goodness, things aren't as anxious and difficult as they've been. And I can actually sit and, you know, watch a movie or have a nice meal without having my thoughts pulled away to something else. I can really be present and enjoy things. What's our next card? Yeah, it's us. There. Okay, so Two of Pentacles is the juggler. He is managing tasks um, with skill and effort in the midst of chaos, right? Which is very Capricorn. You know, when everyone else is struggling around us, you know, we're cool as a cucumber, climbing our little butts up the sheer cliff, you know, when everyone else is drowning. Um, that doesn't necessarily mean that things are easy for us, but we are managing without being overwhelmed, which is good. Five of Wands, the conflict card. But this can also be like, this is more, it's really the sparring card. It's seldom that it's actual fighting. Um, yeah, this is not fighting for you. This just represents like daily grind type thing. Um, and just the daily garden variety struggle. I think I'm going to get clarity for this Five of Wands, though. We're going to come back to it. Four of Cups. Yeah. This is what I was talking about, right? So, this is our general feeling that we've been having for many years. Like everything that we attempt seems to fall apart, so that it's really hard to be optimistic or enthusiastic about any opportunity that comes to us because we're like, this one's going to fall apart just like all the rest of them. So, why should I be excited about this one? Um, yeah, we'll find out more later. The worlds. Okay, so there's the portal that I've been talking about forever. We're going through a transition. I was talking about that up here, the changing energies. So the world is in the center of your reading, it is the focus. So this is a reminder that you are still in transition, you are still navigating through shifting energies. And when we go through shifting energies, it can all be very wonky. And I often liken this card to, the sci-fi movies with the going through the wormhole and the streaking lights and the shaking and, you know, um, that's a really good metaphor for what we're going through because things feel unstable and weird. Um, and it can be anything from, people being irritable, like Karens, I'll bring up often, uh, with the world. Like, we notice a lot of people behaving strangely because some people, especially the folks in the lower vibrations, are not able to integrate the new energies very well. So instead of the new energy being absorbed and like digested, it irritates them and they're rejecting it. So we tend to see more people flipping out. This might have something to do with that here, um, which is part of like your daily routine of dealing with nutty people. I don't, I'm not getting anything new for this yet. We'll come back to that. But I feel like Capricorn, whether you're aware of it or not, or maybe you're becoming aware of it in this reading, this general feeling of things lightening for you is the sensation of going through this portal. It's like, oh, we're finally on our way away from the difficulty. And by difficulty, I'm talking about the struggles and anxiety and all that business that we've been going through for the past 20 years. Not the Karens. The Karens are like a byproduct of the current incoming energies. You see? So Karens are definitely not part of our struggle. It's just like a passing by, you know, it's like driving in your car and passing people being crazy as we're going through our portal. Judgment. I don't know if that's reversed, but we're going to find out in a moment. Um, Judgment is being reborn. It's being called to a new timeline, right? And that's what happens after you come out of a portal. So you're feeling, um, oh, and by the way, when judgment comes out with the world, I also bring up a lot. It's not reversed. Um, and spirit will often remind me. Um, Along with the sci-fi going through the wormhole, um, judgment is very much like um, the traveling many light years, and like if you've seen the movie Alien, one of my favorite movies, and aliens, they put themselves to sleep to travel long distances, and then they're awakened when they get to their destination. So it's kind of like that, moving through the portal and being awakened. Um, but this process is not a quick process, though. Um, Knight of Pentacles again is coming to mind. Who knows? You've got Knight of Wands though here. That's the opposite energy. Um, but still, um, I'm saying this as a Capricorn sun. Like I always have to give the caveat and the caution that you should not expect things to happen, quickly. So, Knight of Wands, and this goes here, yeah, like this and this. not reversed. Okay. So, Knight of Wands is it pretty much though tells the story of the Knight of Pentacles because this is the way you feel. You're like, hurry up, let's go. Is this energy? Um, but it can also be spirit saying you can stop waiting now. Um, but it's not a rushed energy. Spirit's not like hurry up and go. It's like you can uncross your arms now, right? And receive that cup because the difficulty is over, right? So here's the Knight of Swords, which is anxiety. We talked about this up here, where the past few years was filled with anxiety. We have a lot of worries and concerns, and finances are difficult and all that business. Um, but right next to it, we have the Four of Swords, which is rest and reflection. So this is saying you can get up and be active now and work towards your goals. Um, yes, you have residual anxiety and concerns, but you can rest now. You can exhale that the difficulties are now passing. So there can be something temperance, alchemizing. Okay, so here's the thing, Capricorn. It's very, very important that you focus on this card. I feel like these two cards are the most important cards for you. I know you want to focus on the sun and the world and everything, but the thing is that let's really take the time to reach within and observe our thoughts and see where we're harboring negative thoughts like, oh, this isn't going to work. Oh, this never works well for me. Um, if you're on YouTube, oh, I'm never going to get monetized. That's my own um, struggle. But that kind of thing. I know that I struggle to not allow myself to think that way. I don't indulge those thoughts. So it's important that we are self aware and we pay attention to how we're speaking to ourselves because we are moving into an energy that is very, very supportive of manifestation, right? This energy that we're in allows us to manifest quicker, stronger, bigger, better, stronger. So let's make sure that we're not manifesting what we don't want into our lives because that can very well happen. That can very well happen. That is the Temperance card. Um, this is the Alchemy card, the turning. Water into wine, lead into gold. This is transmutation. So, what we are going to start to focus on in this week and continue after the week is done is transmuting our thoughts, our attitude, our approach to life. We have got to believe this that we're going through a portal, we're being reborn. And you'll start to see as you really nurture yourself and work your way into a more positive mindset, you will start to see the world around you changing. Okay, let's see Two of Pentacles first. Hermit, right? So, just what I said, self reflection, going inward. We're really cleaning house within ourselves. Um, Doing shadow work, getting rid of the negative self beliefs, showing the devil the door. It's like, not today, devil. You are not going to feed me with your garbage. That I'm never going to make it, that I'm never going to be out of debt, that I'm never going to this or that or the other, right? And then working with spirit, lead me to where I need to be. You could also work with the angel Pathiel. He's wonderful. He will illuminate your path for you. Or if you're interested, um, Ganesha, the deity, he's very much like uh, the Judeo Christian angel Pathiel, the remover of the remover of obstacles, right? So, Five of Wands, please. Let's clarify Five of Wands. By the way, Capricorn, the other thing is that um, we are often the go-to people. I know it's been like that my whole life. When I used to work in healthcare, I would be doing my job and a dozen other people's jobs. I would always be the person like, oh, Capricorn, Grasshopper, can you please help me with this? How do you do this? And I knew the difference between lazy people and people who really genuinely needed my help. And a lot of people were just like the residents. They were always swamped, always needed help getting certain tests and that kind of thing. And I would do it, help them with it, that kind of thing. Because I was the only person in the office that knew how to get it done, right? That's very much Capricorn and Virgo. We're the ones, we're the go-to people. But the Hermit is also saying here, you need to set some boundaries because now is very much a time of, um, reconstructing our lives. So we are going to have less and less time and energy to be putting out to others. And I can't tell you what and who and when and where. You are going to need to figure that out on your own. But if you reach within and you allow yourself to be guided by your spirit guides, You will know what to say no to and what to delegate and that kind of thing and prioritize so that you can focus on your own spiritual and material growth. I need clarification, please, for the Five of Wands. Hmm, not coming very easily, is it? Oh, it's on the floor. Is this all correct? No. Okay. Five of Wands, the Worlds. Yeah. Okay. So this is a confirmation of what I said. Um, that there's going to be all sorts of odd things happening um, as we're going through this portal. So, Nine of Wands, please. Um, you are really going to need to be patient and forgiving with folks because, like I said, there are going to be all sorts of weird things happening and all kinds of strange behaviors. Don't waste your energy on them. Avoid it as much as you can. Um, and just know in the moment that these people and Karens and that kind of thing that you're coming across are acting that way because they're having a hard time in this great ascension that we're going through. Okay? Knight of Wands. Reversed. Okay, Page of Swords is inspiration. This is the beginning of inspiration. So, Knight of Wands is here to encourage you to act on your inspirations and don't put them on the back burner. It's time to create. Um, okay. Advice cards, higher self. Any other decks? One card. You have a higher self card coming. Price do we have for Capricorn? Anger, right? So curb your anger. Capricorn, people are going to be acting the fool. Like, really, you're going to be like, what is wrong with these people? Don't let it get to you. Like I said, just remind yourself why it's happening and remind yourself that people hurt people. And, there are low vibrational people out there that are struggling with the new energies and they're just, you know, having tantrums. Don't allow yourself to react to these things. It's a waste of energy. Okay, my lovely cat beasts. We went a little longer than I planned because that usually happens with Capricorn. I give you my all. I know that Capricorns need a little bit more than the rest of the signs because we really go through it. So I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. If you're new, especially, drop me a line. Let me know that you're new. Tell me how this resonates, whatever you want to talk about. You guys who are returning, I'd love to hear from you too. I love hearing from my viewers, and I answer every single one with great enjoyment. I look forward to hearing from you, and it makes my day. So don't hold back. Tell me what's on your mind. Don't forget um, to like and subscribe, please. Those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Every single one of you means the world to me. Um, but have a quick look and see if you really are uh, subscribed, because if you're not, it would really help me out if you did. It's a quick gesture, costs you nothing, and really does a lot to help the channel grow. So thank you. Um, don't forget to click the notification bell because there are a whole lot of videos coming. You have monthlies, weeklies, bonus, timeless, uh, astrological events coming, a whole lot of things. So don't miss them. Um, but don't wait for notifications either. If you think of me, come have a peek at the channel and see if there's anything new to watch because I'm always putting something new out. If you're really inclined to helping this channel, what you can also do is go have a look at the playlists. I have many made. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks, or even while you're sleeping and winding down in bed, because watch hours are just what a small channel needs to grow and thrive. Um, Also, if you know someone who would benefit from my readings, who would enjoy them, um, it would be great if you shared it. Okay? So thank you all for your support. I'm glad you came and speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.